All right. Welcome to Saturday Flight School, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're coming, dialing in from or logging on from. We want to welcome you to Flight School. All right. So let's handle the first order of business, which is these crazy, silly shirts that we're wearing with unicorns on them. And these crazy shirts, you better catch a screenshot now because you'll never see them again, are courtesy of Vision 99. They thought it would be funny to give the Tunicorns some unicorns. And so we told them we'd wear their shirts on camera, and we did it. And you guys are cracking up. And that's fantastic. And say goodbye to the Tunicorn shirts. I'm done. I'm done with the
So they weren't even done. Like, just so bad.
This is bad news.
Okay. Woo. All right.
All right, I'm vibing again.
All right. We're good. Thankfully, we got that done.
Oh, we got that over with.
All right.
Got that out of my life.
No. We're not leaving them on.
No. We are not leaving them on.
Rock and Robin, you can have mine.
Yes, you can absolutely have mine too.
Kevin got the screenshots. Kevin.
Good. Way to go, Kevin. I'm glad you got the screenshots.
Share that screenshot.
Take a picture. Anywhere. It'll last longer. Yeah. All right. So been there, done that.
We're done.
Hey, so everybody, we're excited. This is our first flight school after Dream Weekend, which was
it was incredible.
Incredible.
It was awesome.
It was a blast.
Who was there? Who was at Dream Weekend? Give us a hashtag. I was at Dream Weekend.
Hashtag I was at Dream
hashtag
Weekend.
I was at Dream Weekend.
Now check this out, guys. Hashtag I was at Dream Weekend and came back with a souvenir called a coal. Yeah, it's kind of crappy. I want to figure out which one of you wonderful, lovely ambassadors decided to share a little something extra. But I'm feeling better.
Hold on.
I'm feeling better because why?
Because you passed it off to me.
That's right. That's right. So just a little health tip, folks. If you ever have a cold, the best way to get rid of it is to give it to someone else. So I gave it to Mark. All right. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff to cover today.
Yeah, we do.
We got some exciting stuff.
Look at the chat, man.
Look at that. I was at Dream Weekend.
Looks like everybody on this call was at Dream Weekend.
Awesome.
Wow.
Hey, we got some cool stuff we're going to do today. So remember November to Remember, the promo we had? Well, we are announcing the winner of November to Remember today. So you want to make sure that you get your team on to see that because it might be them. And we want that. We want the winner to be on. What else are we doing today?
Some other stuff.
We're doing Dream Weekend recap. We got a little something for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And guess what? We've got some of you guys had questions about Vibe rides, and we're going to try to answer some operative word some of those questions today. As a matter of fact, I have a fairly detailed training on Vibe rides. So if you have some questions, you definitely want to make sure that you are on and that your team members are on here today too. Yeah. All right. So let's get these slides up and let's get rocking and rolling. MK, you ready?
Yes, I am.
And by the way, for everybody who's new, I know we got a lot of new people because when we were working through the data for the November to Remember promo, man, you guys did some crazy recruiting in November. Great job. So that means we have a ton of new people who might not know what this is. This is Flight School. We do this every Saturday. It's our team training for the entire company. Yeah. And just in case you don't know who we are, this guy right here, this handsome stud of a Tunicorn, is our Vice President of Marketing, Martha Cathcart. And I'm your Vice President of Operations, Terrence Gray, but everybody calls me T Gray because Terrence is when I'm in trouble. And right now I'm doing pretty good. I'm not.
You know what? And we have to let the new watchers, listeners know that it's not a flight school until T Gray gets put on timeout.
Yeah, it kind of happens from time to time, every once in a while. I don't think it's really fair, but I ended up one time.
There's a couple of new people.
Yeah.
You've had.
All right. So, hey, welcome on. Hey, all the new people. If you're new, if you're first timer on Flight School, Let me see you say hashtag I'm new.
Yeah.
Just put that in the chat on the Zoom or on the Facebook. Hashtag I'm new. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. Shalonda says she took a picture with me. Shalonda, are you the one who gave me a cold? I don't know.
Yeah,
All right.
Probably.
Okay.
So there's one thing you forgot when you were announcing yourself, and that is you're not just the VP of Ops Operations. You're the VP of everything.
Or as they say in the South, everything.
Everything. We're going to say it. Yeah.
All right. Well, cool, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get down to business.
Hey, welcome, JC, Yvette.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Glennis.
All the new people, all these new
Sonia.
folks, first times. Lloyd G is new. Welcome.
Hey, how many of you that went to Dream Weekend watched live Flight School?
Oh, yeah. That was
Flight
so
School
much
live.
fun. Did you guys see that live Flight School? That was a blast.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Sabrina up. Jay the nurse on the go. Underwood.
Me.
Let's see here. Yvette,
VP of everything. T
James.
Drizzy. That's funny. I love it.
Tim.
Oh, Elena said, thank you for taking a photo with her. Maybe it was Elena who gave us a call. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We love you guys.
Fred and Charlene French. They were there.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get these slides
All
up
right,
so we can rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. Yeah, we got a lot to cover.
We got a lot to cover.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All you
Okay.
go.
First up, March to a million.
Oh, yeah.
So we are 30% there, 243,000, and rocking and rolling. Last week, I think we went up, by, I can't recall. I think the number was somewhere around the 250s.
Wow.
The 250s. So,
Wow.
So we went up significantly here over this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. The Boom Foundation. So what is this? What does this have to do with this? Everything. So March to a million.
Everything.
Every time a
Every time.
boomerang gets
Like not every other
activated.
time. Like every
All right,
time.
that's it.
Come on. That can't be timeout yet. You're like, oh, didn't you have an itchy trigger finger on the timeout button?
Every time a boomerang is activated, a child gets a serving of proper nutrition. So the Boom Foundation is, you have to stop that. The Boom Foundation is the, all right, you're out, Rob. The Boom Foundation is the giving arm of iBoomerang. So, but it's a 501(c)(3). It's completely separate. It's a nonprofit, and the Boom Foundation, everybody loves it. Now, I've got a story. There's a story that came out of Florida. And it was part of Top Gun Spotlight, but I moved it. And so with Top Gun Spotlight, we
What do we do?
Spit
it out. You can do it.
We catch people doing the right thing.
That's what we do.
Down in Top Gun Spotlight.
Yeah.
But I moved it up because it's about the Boom Foundation. So there was some inspiration for the Boom Foundation and what these ladies did. So Christina, Beverly, Danielle, Janet, and Alvin, they all went out. And what they did is they said they were so inspired that when they went to Dream Weekend in Florida, they put together over 100 lunch bags and they gave it out to homeless folks in the Fort Lauderdale and Miami area.
Isn't that super cool?
And they just love being a part of a company where they can keep giving. And again, I just want to stress this, that iBoomerang is about that. That is our philosophy. Right. It's in our DNA, and it's in your DNA as well, because it's obvious you guys are getting this and you're doing it and you're making it happen. And so what it's just giving out goodwill and not expecting anything in return is the ultimate in giving. So, so hats off to you guys. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Christina, Beverly, Danielle, Janet, and Alvin. And again, look at where they're from. So they came from all over.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, all over the world as well. And they came together to do this and to give back to the community in Florida and Fort Lauderdale. And one thing that we always stress as well, from a philosophical standpoint is the fact that when we go somewhere and we do an event, we want to be the ones that people look at and say, you know what? I want those iBoomerang folks to come back.
That's right.
I really want those folks to come back. You know, you want to tip better. You want to be happy. You want to be smiling all the time. You want to be giving goodwill, and you want to be, you know, just eliciting that philosophy and putting that philosophy out there of giving back and not expecting anything in return. Love it.
That was really good once you got going.
Yes, it was. All right. You threw me off my game a little bit there. All right. Okay.
It's all right.
So here's the update. The Boom Foundation update. Again, we are going up and to the right.
Look at
up
that.
and to the right, man.
That's wonderful.
So in November, 51,088 new boomerangs were activated, meaning new servings of nutrition.
New servings of nutrition.
Additional servings of
That's
nutrition.
right.
So incredible stuff. So we have a goal. The goal is 5 million servings by the end of December.
That's
Okay.
right.
By the end of 2019. So how are we going to do that? We're already, I think we're about 90% there. So we're going to be able to get there. But we need a strong push here in these last 2 weeks of the month.
Get those customers, people.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So there's a new template coming as well. So not only can you do it through proper servings of nutrition, but the other way you can do it is by giving, by donating to the Boom Foundation. And so in your back office, up at the top, there's a little logo. It's the first one, I think. And what you can do is you can click that logo and you can donate to the Boom Foundation through your back office. And so go ahead and do those donations. There's a template coming that Mr. Hirsch is putting together, the Chief Giving Officer who created the Boom Foundation. Yes, sir. And what he's going to do is he's going to create this template that you can send out to companies, to other people, and that allows them to understand the best way to contribute and to donate to the Boom Foundation. Also, for all you folks, you know, I know that a lot of the diamonds out there making some good money.
They're making bank.
And so
cheddar.
They might need some tax deductions.
Coin.
Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead and, you know, the last 2 weeks of the year, they can donate.
They can donate. They can do it.
Lots of money.
That's right.
All right. Good to go. What do we got?
So I said, give a number. Follow your heart. Boom.
All right.
All right.
Nice. Boom gear.
Boom gear.
Vibe gear.
Vibe gear.
We've got it all.
We have it all.
All right. So
and it's hot.
Yes, it is. It is hot.
Yes. Sizzling.
All right. So go online, boomgear.com. All of the Vibe gear is up and ready to be purchased.
Boom.
So go ahead and get your Vibe gear. Don't forget the Boom gear too. Boom gear, you know, the boomerang gear.
Yep.
Got a lot of cool stuff in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. November to remember.
I've been waiting for this part. This is exciting.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It's a win-win.
Man, we waited all of November and half of December for this.
Yeah.
This is good. So we launched this promo in November, and every time you enrolled someone, you got an entry into a drawing to win a cruise and some money, right? And there was two winners, two cruises, 2 piles of cash. And guess what? We are announcing those winners today. That's right. Here it comes.
Right now.
Right. Or as they say in Texas, right now.
Right now. All right.
All right.
Ready?
Second place,
Rafael Alatorre
of Mexico. Way to go, Rafael. And I'm going to tell you right now, you guys rocked it. You guys had so many entries. It took us all night just to aggregate them and get them all together and get them in the pot so that we could draw names.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you right now, some folks had so many entries that it was absolutely exciting. And that, what does that mean? They did a lot of recruiting.
Oh, yes.
They were recruiting too. So good job. Way to go. Way to build your team.
So it's a 5-day cruise.
5 days.
5 days.
5. Count 'em.
5. And Mr. Rafael Alatorre, you get $500 in cash. Now, you know who threw the cash in?
Our GMA.
Your GMA, Mr. Edwin Haynes.
That's right.
He said, we're doing cruises. And I said, yeah. And he goes,
people need
they
money.
need money.
They need some
They
money.
need money for the cruise or to get to the cruise.
That's right.
Okay, for airfare. So he said, you know what? I'm going to throw in $1,500.
That's right. And we just want to say thank you to our good friends over at Extreme Travel, our sister company, for sourcing these two lovely cruises for us to give away to you.
Lori Spears and Mr. David Manning, CEO and president of Extreme Travel, and Lori Spears, the director of travel. Thank you so much.
Absolute rock stars.
Yeah, absolute rock stars. And by the way, I was chatting through WhatsApp with Lori this morning, and she said she's in New York City right now. And last night they had some more travel. It was a travel event.
Yep.
Okay. And she was there.
It was a special
and she was
invitation.
invited. Yeah. Special
it was like the creme de la creme.
Yes.
Like the who's who.
Yep.
She was hobsnobbing with the Hooper Snoochers.
What in the heck does that mean?
And she was with the special people.
Okay.
Yes.
And I know she got the invite from Carnival. So
that's
cool.
right. She was a guest of Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah. So cool.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And not only that, the week previous, she had to fly into Dream Weekend late.
That's right.
Because she was accepting more awards down in Cancun. So awards.
That's why she's the travel goddess.
Yes, she is.
That's right.
All right. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
First place. Okay. Matthew Ritchie
of Canada. Yeah. Way to go, Matt. Woo. I'm telling you, Matt is just such a champion, and he's got such a cool personality.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He's just one of those guys you just love to like and or like to love, or whichever one it is. But hey, Matt, congratulations on you just won a cruise for all of your hard work in November. And guess what? You get a G, baby, to spend right there. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go. Make it rain.
Okay. $1,000. Good stuff.
All
Matthew.
Right. Way to go, Matty boy.
Rock and roll. Matthew, are you on? Gosh,
Matthew should be out there somewhere.
Matthew.
I know Matthew's out there somewhere. On. Matt, where are you, bro? I know you're out there.
If you're not on flight school, you don't get it. No, I'm kidding. You get it. You get it. All right. Good stuff.
All righty.
Ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it, man.
Let's keep moving. Vibe. So what is the promo for this month? Unlimited boomerangs for Vibe Rides.
That's right. Unlimited boomerangs for Vibe Rides. So when you send out Vibe Ride driver boomerangs, Vibe rider boomerangs for people in Florida,
yes,
they will not diminish your boomerang count. All right. So that's super cool for those of you who are recruiting drivers and riders in the Florida marketplace. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Somebody said Matt is doing a presentation.
Oh, good, Matt. You know what? Well, of course he is.
Okay, of course he is.
Of course he's doing a presentation.
He's an animal.
That's how he got so many entries into the cruise.
That's right.
Right on. Hey, how many of you heard the new song? Hashtag choose your vibe. Hashtag choose your vibe. Light it up in the chat.
Absolutely. Have you heard the new song, people? The song is hot. Here we go. Let's play a little bit of the new song for everybody.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Got a whole lot of race, choose your right. Got a whole lot of race, choose your right. Got a whole lot of race, choose your right. Got a whole lot of race, choose your right. Choose your vibe and ride for the night. Feeling excited, I'm living my life on the road. I just go, I might go shopping, I just might go home. Hop in the whip and I'm all in my zone. Know that it came from a touch of a phone. No, we just different, you can't make a clone. I choose my vibe, so nothing can go wrong. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your way.
All right. So anyway, that's the Vibe song, and you can download it. No.
Get it, Mark.
What happened? Someone said, "Get it, Mark, get it." Hey, you know what? But here's the best one. Get it, Fernanda. So while we were in Miami, Diamond,
Love it.
Fernanda Vera, part of the tag team dynamic duo known as Luis Ventura and Fernanda Vera, she displayed her incredible diamond rap skills when she performed the song, and we are going to play that for you because it is incredibly special.
Ya que estamos con
Put the swag, put the swag.
Gangster.
Get it like. Choose your right.
Gotta hold on the rights. Choose your right. Gotta hold on the rights. Choose your right. Gotta hold on the rights. Choose your right. Gotta hold on the rights. Choose your right. Choose your right. There are for the night. Feel inside. I live my life on the road. I just go. I may go shopping at Jamaica.
Oh man, that was just so much fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a good time.
So guys, we're excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. And let's put that back up so everybody can download the song. It's on everything. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on iTunes. It's on Deezer. It's on Google Play. It's on SoundCloud. Go get it. Go stream it. Go buy it. And that's our Vibe Rides theme song. And it's just one more reason why we are amazingly different.
So, and if you do actually buy it, part of the proceeds go to the Boom Foundation.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about, everybody. Boom, boom, boom Foundation.
There you go.
So look at that. You can jam to a song, and at the same time, you can provide proper nutrition to some of the world's most vulnerable children.
We're going to shorten that up and say nourish a child.
Well, Peter likes it when I say the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. You say the whole thing then.
Yeah. Proper nutrition to some of the world's most vulnerable children.
Excellent.
I'm saying it right.
Yes.
So now.
Back to our regularly scheduled
program.
Flight school recognition criteria.
All right. So flight school, you have the opportunity to be recognized. And this is one of the most important parts of flight school because what gets rewarded gets repeated. And so people on your team, we want to make sure that we catch them doing the right thing so we can recognize them on flight school. But
it's got to be good quality images, good lighting, not blurry, and no pictures of computer screens, please.
There you go. There you go. So that's how you get it.
So here you go. You just got to
clean your lens sometime.
Clean that lens.
Clean it.
Clean the lens.
Clean the lens.
All right. Spot gun top light.
There we go. Let's do it.
Top gun spotlight.
Top gun spotlight.
Joe, Bev Finnern, Pastor Marlon Baylor over in Salt Lake City, Utah. Bev, you're on the road. Look at you, Bev. I know you're out of St. Louis.
Wow.
She's out of St. Louis.
Go, Bev.
Yeah, Bev. Rocking and rolling. Rick, Phil, Patty, Rose, and Mark over in Brisbane, Australia.
Okay.
Going down under.
Yes.
All right. Kemisaw, Adelike, and Dr. Benjamin over in Lagos, Nigeria.
Names are dying early in flight school today.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
You know what? Dr. Harry Benjamin is on every single Top Gun spotlight.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Because he's a beast.
Cool. And this is a part of the DTRTs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Itches, the DTRTs.
You might have gotten that at Dream Weekend.
Yeah, I think somebody gave them to me.
Yeah.
All right. The DTRT stands for doing the right thing.
That's right.
That's what it stands for. And that's what we like to do. Catch everybody doing the right thing. There's so much negativity in the world. There's so many people trying to catch people doing the wrong thing, being out of character without their makeup or whatever. But you know what? Exactly. That's what TMZ does. They got a whole show around it. Well, we got a whole show around doing the right thing. Catch you doing the right thing. So here we go. That's what we're doing.
All right, cool. Peter and Karen Hirsch. Look at you, Blue Diamonds in iBoomerang. I saw them speak at Dream Weekend.
Yes.
Man, that was good.
That was really good.
It was incredible. And I just loved the back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool.
Absolutely.
Who came in on top?
That would be Karen.
Yep, it would be Karen.
Yes.
All right. Rosalind, Pan, Nina.
Flight school where we know the right answers.
Yes, we do. Nina and Mark I don't know where you guys are. Might be Dallas, might be somewhere else, but you guys were rocking it. And it looks like a big old living room.
Hey, when you send us these pictures, tell us where you are.
All right. Laskita and Crystal. Not sure where you're at, but rock and roll. It looks like you're just doing a one-on-one or a two-on-one.
They look good doing it.
Yeah, but yeah, and I like that hat.
Nice hat.
Here. Sharon, Phyllis, and Wanda over in Cleveland, Ohio. Rock and roll, ladies.
On the
Look
map.
at you.
Nice job.
Nice. Dawn, given the Vibe Drive code, and I go for less websites to strangers at the next table. Well, they weren't strangers after you gave them the code.
That's right.
Dawn,
Who
nice
said
job.
don't talk to strangers?
Yeah. Talk to strangers, people.
Talk to strangers. Yes.
Okay, over in Miami, Florida. I know she was probably at Dream Weekend and she was making it happen. This gentleman right here, Mr. James Riddick
Mr.
Jr.
Riddick.
Man, he was everywhere
Everywhere.
at Dream Weekend.
Yes, he was.
I love this guy.
I think I'm
Oh.
messing up the camera.
Yep, you did. You hit it. Yep, got to move it back. All right. So he was sharing the eye-to-side video on the plane out of St. Louis, Missouri. Well, he was in St. Louis, Missouri, it looks like, maybe flying over St. Louis. But he was there and rocked and rolled at Dream Weekend. So
Nice
congratulations to you, Mr. James Riddick. Kevin, he drove from Atlanta to Dream Weekend and hosted a boom party while he was there.
Nice job,
In
Kevin.
Miami, Florida. Great
All
job,
right.
Kevin. Rock and roll. Cornelia Brown, a Christmas good party over in Lovejoy, Georgia. Look at them. They're all dressed up.
Man.
Look at the lady there with the bow on her head.
It's and the bow is in her face.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
That's funny.
All right.
All right. Invited to a holiday extravaganza expo in Minneapolis. Woo, it's cold up there. And told everybody about the yacht in Miami that she had been on 36 hours earlier. 30 people requested boomerangs.
Give me a
from
boomerang.
Leanne Lyon.
I love it.
Leanne,
All
nice
right.
job.
Nice job, Leah.
Good stuff. Monica, Dale, Keith, Sylvia, Larry, and Henry over in Tampa, Florida.
Way to go.
You know what? The Vibe Tour went on tour,
That's right.
and we were in Miami on Tuesday, Tampa
Tampa.
on Wednesday, Orlando on Thursday, and it
That's
was
it.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool. Tim and Julanda George.
You almost said Lujonda.
Yeah, I did. So Tim and Julanda saw them on the cruise.
They had so much fun.
They had
Those
fun.
two are a party. They are a party.
They had so much
Yes.
fun. I
Yes.
was watching them. I'm not even gonna. Okay, Monica and Dale, Keith and Sylvia, Denise, Larry, Clayton, Cheryl, Jamie, and Carla over in Tampa, Florida.
Nice
Look at them
job.
go, rocking and rolling. Sonia and Gregory had a good party on the way home from Dream Weekend and signed up a new business partner, O'Darian Jordan from Chicago. Look at that.
Nice job.
Nice job.
Way to go, people.
You know what? So everybody got so excited, so pumped up,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so what they do? They put that energy into action.
And when
got new business partners.
building their business.
That's it.
Yep. New
I mean,
partners, new customers.
That's what events do.
New partners, new customers.
That's what
it's
events
all
do.
about.
That's what events do.
All right.
Not only that, you know, I'm not sure. We had a couple hundred, I think, in the leadership training
Mm-hmm.
with Mr. Bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so I was in the room, and I was excited to be in that room.
There was some serious training going on in that room.
Yeah, that training was
Golden nuggets.
it was beyond anything. I mean, he is leveling up all the time.
You gotta qualify
Yeah.
to be in
You
the
have to.
leadership training.
Yeah.
Go Sapphire, people. Go Sapphire. And whenever there's a training that you're qualified to attend, do not miss it.
Yeah. If you were at that leadership training, do a hashtag leadership training.
Let's see that in the groups.
Hashtag leadership training.
Hashtag leadership training.
Yep.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Cool. All
All
right,
right.
moving on. Oh, here we are.
It's time for this.
So soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what, folks? One of the biggest things that we did during Dream Weekend is we launched Vibe Rides. That's a big deal. It's a really important deal for who we are as a company. And so why don't we check out the Vibe Rides commercial?
Yes.
You guys want to see it?
Yes.
All right. Some of you guys, I know you've seen the 30-second commercial. We're going to play the 60-second Vibe Rides commercial. This will actually be on television very soon.
Yes.
Here we go.
I'm a DJ, right? You should know this.
Choose your right. Got a whole lot of rights. Choose your right. Got a whole lot of rights. Choose your right. Got a whole lot of rights. Choose your right. Got a whole lot of rights. Choose your right.
You know the vibe.
I love the birds at the end. You gotta let the birds finish chirping. Right? I mean, the birds. You gotta love the birds. All right. So anyway, that's exciting. I mean, I love just watching that and hearing that over and over again. As a matter of fact, when I pulled up at the flight deck this morning, I was kind of banging the Vibe theme song, and I'm sure the neighbors were feeling my vibe. So let's go ahead and jump into our Vibe Rides training. There's a lot of questions going on out there, and what we want to do is just try to answer some of them today so that the folks in Florida who are recruiting drivers and riders can effectively do so. All right, so the first thing is, where is Vibe Rides today? Vibe Rides is in Florida, specifically Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, and of course, surrounding, right? And so that means that that's the only place it is. It's not any place else. So no one else should be recruiting drivers. No drivers from other places should not be enrolling as drivers right now, okay? We want to focus on Florida at this moment. Now, what we're going to do is in the first quarter of next year, right, with our Houston Accelerate event, that's when we're going to launch Vibe Rides in our second market, which is Texas. And that's going to be Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and Austin at that time. So should we be signing up drivers in Texas now? No. Okay? No. We should not be doing that. We should be waiting until we give you guys the go-ahead and the green light. We know everybody's excited and people tend to jump the gun, but I want to make sure that people, just kind of stay in line. Okay. Now, someone says, does Fort Lauderdale mean Broward County? Does Miami mean Miami-Dade County? There's a lot of smaller cities in those markets. And what's going to happen is the reason why we didn't do the smaller cities is we want to be concentrated where we can get a concentration of drivers and riders. The more we spread it out, the less effective it's going to be in the beginning. So what we want you guys to do is to work with us and help us concentrate it, help us build it up to critical mass in these cities, and then we can expand outwards, okay? I know everybody wants it to be everywhere all at once, but that would be a really undisciplined approach for us, and it would actually cause us to fail. And you know what? We all want to win together, right? That's what we do. So let's focus. Just remember, just stay in step with the company because we've got a really clear strategy. I know you're excited. We know you're excited, but just stay with us and stay close to us, and we're gonna get this right together. Okay. So now, in terms of the opportunity, there are 3 ways to Vibe. Those 3 ways are: a person can be a rider, right? They don't have to do anything but download the Rider app and start using Vibe. And by the way, let's give you an update. The Rider app has been approved by both Apple and Google. We have it tucked away right now because we want to get the drivers in place first. We don't want to have frustrated riders who are looking for a ride and there's no drivers. And we are almost at the point where we're about to approve our first wave of drivers. That should happen hopefully in the early part of this week coming up. Okay, so I know some of you as drivers have submitted your information. You've gone through the process and you're just waiting to hear back from us. You will hear back from us within the next few days. Okay, now that leads to the second way that a person can participate, which is to drive, right? And to drive, and we'll talk about the details of drive and overdrive in a second. The third way of participating is overdrive, which is to more than just drive. it's to actually now start to build your own fleet and recruit other drivers and recruit passengers and get paid when they drive and when they ride. Okay, so that's the exciting part about Vibe. Now, here's what makes Vibe special. What makes Vibe special is that we're taking rideshare to another level, to a next generation. You see, with traditional rideshare companies, what they've done is they've made an opportunity for a person to be self-employed, to work for themselves, right? To earn money when they drive. However, that is not a key to wealth. You can't become wealthy in the self-employed quadrant. To become wealthy, you've got to become a business owner. And so what we're doing is we're giving, in addition to all of our ambassadors, we're giving rideshare drivers the opportunity to become business owners and to literally build their own rideshare company, their own fleet, and their own rider base within our Vibe Rides company, right? So we call this concept R3 because there's 3 ways to earn. And that means you can earn when you're driving. That's the normal way. But you can also earn when other people drive, and you can earn when customers ride. This hasn't been done before, and this is truly exciting. Now, how much do drivers make? And by the way, this is how I'm answering the questions. I'm just kind of going through. I've received some questions. I'm not saying, here's the question, here's the answer. I'm just going to give you guys the information, and this is how we're answering the question. Okay, so how much do drivers make? Drivers earn up to 75% of the distance and time charges. Now, how do they get to 75%? That's after their first 50 rides. So once you complete 50 rides in a month, then you start earning 75%. Before that, the drivers earn 70%. Okay. Now, it's very important that people understand what part of the charges the driver earns 75% of. And I think sometimes there's some frustration with other rideshare companies because they're not upfront and they're not transparent. But we're going to be very upfront and transparent with you. You're earning 75% of the distance and time charges, not the Vibe ride fee per ride, not tolls, taxes, etc., because those things are required for company profitability, the government, the tolls, the airports, whatever those. And so we can't necessarily share those, right? So it would not make sense to take the total amount and see if that's 75% of that, because the total amount includes these things, right? So it's 75% of the distance and time charges after the first 50 rides. One of the questions people are asking, and yes, every month it resets, right? It's every month because we want to, and it's an incentive to keep drivers driving, right? Now, one of the questions people have been asking is, well, okay, well then what are the rates, right? And our rates are slightly less than Uber and Lyft, right? These are Florida rates. Now the rates will vary per market, right? So that's why that's kind of an interesting question. People say, well, what do we get paid per mile? Well, it's going to be different depending on what market you're driving in, because the rates have to be set based on what's appropriate for that market. So these are the rates for Florida. It's, and it also the rate varies by the type of car or the car class. So if you're driving in the basic class, that's, the miles in Florida, it's 91 cents a mile. But if you're driving in the luxury class, it's $2.29 a mile. If you're driving in the basic class, it's 19 cents a minute. If you're driving in XL, it's 29 cents a minute. So you can see that it varies. Okay. All right. And it's going to vary by city. Now, here's the next thing. The outside of the 70 to 75% that goes to the driver, the part that's really exciting is that we're taking another 12.5% and putting it into what we call the drive share. Okay, this is 12.5% of the miles and minutes going into the drive share. And what that means is that's what's making it possible for ibuumerang ambassadors and for drivers who select the overdrive program to override other drivers, override riders to get paid when they ride, to get paid when they drive, and also for there to be a 7-level payment of commissions to the people above the person who got the customer. Now we'll show you guys exactly how that works. This is crazy. Like, we show this to people, they're just losing their minds over the fact that we're doing this. And I got to show you guys exactly how this works. Brace yourselves, okay? So I know it's Saturday morning. You want to mess up your whole day. Here we go. All right. So every time there's a ride, there are 5 payouts, okay? 5 payouts. So in this case, let's say this driver actually did a long trip and the miles and minutes was $100. And we just used 100 because it gives us an opportunity to use round numbers, okay? Now, here's who gets paid. First person to get paid is the driver. The driver, in this case, let's say they haven't done 50 rides yet. So they make 70%, which is $70 in this case, okay? Now, here's where it gets really cool. Because some other rideshare companies, what they do is they say, okay, if you recruit another driver and they complete X amount of drives in a month, then you'll get a one-time of $75, right? But just once. Here's what we do. We said, you know what? If you recruited the driver from their very first drive, you earn, if you're the person who brought the driver in, you earn 3.125% of the miles and the minutes. Okay, so in this particular case, you earn $3. That's a direct bonus. Okay, that's a direct bonus. Just like with the travel savings bonus, the person who got the customer gets the direct bonus. In this particular case, the person who got the driver gets the direct bonus. And then we take another 3.125%, and that gets paid at our unilevel to the people above the person who recruited the driver. Now, what that means is that you have the opportunity to get paid not only on the drivers that you recruit, but you also get paid on the drivers that your team recruits. Folks, I hope you're getting that. It's crazy exciting, okay? Now, there was also a rider in the car. There was also a passenger in the car. Now, of course, the rider doesn't get anything, but the person who recruited the rider earns 3.125% as a direct bonus every time that rider uses Vibe Rides. So cool, right? So in this particular case, this $100 fare, the person who put the rider in the car made $3, okay? Now, another 3.125%, or in this case, $3, is going into the unilevel to pay the 7 levels above. So what does that mean? It means that not only do you have the opportunity to get paid on the riders that you recruit, but you also have the opportunity to get paid on all the riders that your team recruits. And this counts for people who are in iBoomerang. This counts for the Vibe Overdrive ambassadors, which, by the way, they are in iBoomerang. It's an iBoomerang operated program. iBoomerang is the marketing arm for Vibe Rides. They are 2 separate companies, but iBoomerang is doing marketing for Vibe Rides. Okay, so I want everybody to understand that. That's pretty jazzy, right? I see people like posting up like crazy amounts of cars and stuff in the group here. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And so these numbers can get really exciting because you think about how many drives and think about how many rides. And we have an example in the presentation. And we're going to do a recorded presentation for you guys very, very soon, probably the next few days. Okay, so how do you go about, somebody said, wow, I finally get it. Yes, thank you. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, now somebody said, is the Rider app ready? I covered that one already. It's ready, but it's hidden, right? Because we need the, okay. Anyway, so now, Boomerang widget. This is how we get drivers. This is how we get riders, right? So we have the Boomerang concept in iBoomerang, where you send out a code that's attached to you to a person, and that person can now become an iBoomerang customer. You'll notice in the new Boomerang widget, it has a drop down up top, and the drop down allows you to choose iGo, Vibe Driver, or Vibe Rider. So you got to choose what type of boomerang this is, and the boomerangs are smart. Where's my other slide? my smart boomerang slide. There we go. The boomerangs are smart. So when the person gets the boomerang, they go to igoboom.com. They put in your code that you sent them, and the code will take them to the appropriate landing page. If you gave them an iGo code, it's going to take them to the travel landing page. If you gave them a driver code, it's going to take them to the driver landing page, confirm their information, and encourage them to download the app and go ahead and enroll. If you give them the rider code, they're going to go to the rider landing page. It's going to confirm their information, and it's going to encourage them to go ahead and download the app. But here's what's cool. Once they download the app, their information is already there. They're already connected to you. Okay. Now, another question. Group codes. Group codes. So those of you who've been around for a while know that we have group codes for iGo, for travel. Do group codes work for Vibe? No, they do not. Okay. So they shouldn't even appear. If they do appear by virtue of some glitch, don't try to use them. They won't work. Okay. Group codes are only for travel. All right. Now, someone is asking this question. If I'm in Ohio, should I only be sending these to Florida? Okay. So here's the thing. If you're in Ohio, if you're not in Florida, you should only be enrolling drivers who are in Florida. You should only be recruiting riders who are in Florida. Now, what you can do is you can collect interest in your state, right? We have a place where people can say, I'm interested. And that is the Drive for Vibe Rides. Is it Drive for Vibe Rides? Or
Drive4viberides.com.
Drive4viberides.com is a place where a driver, let's say in Ohio, can go put in their information and your TSA number, and all that's saying is I'm interested. Now, what's cool about that is it's building a database. It's building a database of interested drivers connected to ambassadors. And when we start to look beyond Florida and Texas to where we're going to go next, one of the things that we can do is we can go and look at that and see where do we have a number of interested drivers, okay? But that's all you should be doing at this point. You really should be focusing on your iBoomerang business like people in other countries who don't have Vibe rides to work with. Because here's what will happen. If you one thing that people do sometimes, Mark, is they'll swing the pendulum.
Yep.
Right? So everybody was all excited about getting travel customers, but then we lost Vibe rides, and now that's all anybody is excited about. Well, what'll happen is you'll watch your iBoomerang business, the business that got you to the dance, fade, right? The people who are winning with Vibe rides are the people who've built a huge iBoomerang business. So what do you want to do? Keep building a huge iBoomerang business. That's your customer acquisition organization. That's your sales force. That's your team. The people who have the most customer getters have the most customers.
That's right.
Does that make sense, everybody? I want somebody to put that in the chat. The people who have the most customer getters have the most customers. All right? Let's see it.
Yep.
I'm going to see that in the Zoom. I'm going to see it in the Facebook. I'll say it again. The people who have the most customer getters will have the most customers. That's why you want to continue to focus on your iBoomerang business, and you don't want to take your focus off of it.
That's right.
Okay? The people who have the most customer getters will have the most customers. That's why the people who built the biggest iBoomerang organizations are winning right now in Florida, because some of their people are in Florida. So if you are in Texas, what should you be doing? Making your iBoomerang team bigger.
Yep. Getting customers.
Getting customers, building more ambassadors, because that's going to give you more reach.
That's right.
To when we start Texas.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of the things I just want to add to this is so again, build your iBoomerang business if you're not in Florida. And if you're in Florida, build your iBoomerang business too. Keep doing good parties. Keep getting people in iBoomerang. Okay. But secondarily, those folks that do have the biggest iBoomerang businesses, ambassadors and customers, they're going to have the biggest reach when Vibe Rides comes to your state. So again, build it big now with iBoomerang. Don't take your focus off of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here's the other thing too. We're going to be able to support you with marketing. Okay. Again, the PRIB will do the marketing for you. So let the PRIB do what the PRIB needs to do. You don't need to do that. Again, just focus on building the iBoomerang business big. Big.
Big. Big. Build it big. B-I-B. Build it big. All right. Just got a note from our CEO.
Oh.
And this is an incredible note. And you know, we did such an amazing job at that event. That cruise was just so phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you the recap video in just a little bit. But it wasn't just impressive to us and all of our ambassadors. It was impressive to the owners of the yacht. They sent a note to Holton that said, thanks for your call. Congratulations on an outstanding event on the ship. I've seen many events held on the ship during the last 10 years. I want to tell you that yours was absolutely one of the very best. Brian Green, our event organizer, did an outstanding job, as well as your decorators and planners. I have great personal admiration for your business model and would like to know more about it in the future. Please let me know when you're in Miami and let's have a good dinner together.
The owner of the yacht, a $40 million yacht.
That's what I'm talking about.
He wants to know more about the business.
Boom, right? So I'm telling you guys right now, iBoomerang's a special thing.
Yeah.
Don't take your eyes off the ball.
Before we move on, though,
Yes,
I want
sir.
to say this. Hats off to Mrs. Erlene Buggs.
Yes.
That yacht was beautiful. And again, I walked in and I heard him talking. I heard the owner of the yacht was there, and he said, nobody's ever done it like this.
Nobody's ever tricked it out.
Ever.
Like DJ Khaled threw a whole party on the boat and they didn't check it out like we did.
No.
Right?
So again, Erlene does
DJ
everything.
Khaled. Sorry.
Stop that. Erlene Buggs goes above and beyond in everything she does. And again, I just want to say thank you. It was gorgeous.
Yes, and hats off to her team, Venus and Keisha, who they paid attention to so many details. Like even the elevators had iBoomerang. The elevators were wrapped with iBoomerang logos in a Great Gatsby era style. I mean, it was just, the floors had wraps. I mean, it was just bananas.
Do you know that they replaced all the furniture in that yacht with their own?
Man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's craziness.
That's
that was awesome. Yeah.
All right. So back to Vibe Rides training. You guys ready? Okay. We got exciting. We got off on tangent. Woo, swirl. All right. So if you're going to drive, what kind of vehicle do you need to have? Okay. Well, it has to be a 4-door vehicle. Has to be in good condition. That's why you got to send pictures. It can't have dents, can't have stains, can't be stinky. Even though I don't know how we're going to tell that from a picture. Right. Maybe you can send us a scratch and sniff picture.
No.
But you can't have more than 8 seats, right? So we don't want like big giant 15-passenger vans. You can't have more than 8 seats, including the driver. Subcompact cars are not allowed, the little tiny ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Smart cars.
Little smart cars, no. And no taxi cabs or limos. And somebody had asked me that, and I told them I would research that and get back to them. And sorry that I have to come back and tell you guys, no taxi cabs or limos. So people who work for a taxi cab company cannot use their cab to do Vibe rides. Okay. All right. What?
Patrick, no monster trucks?
Monster trucks, maybe, but then you have to get out and give the passengers a boost so they can get in there. Like your passengers trying to climb up in your monster truck. Maybe no monster trucks. No monster trucks.
No,
all right. Okay.
No monster trucks.
All right. We did that part already. And then back to Boomerang. Sorry, these are a little bit out of order, guys. The Vibe rides boomerangs are currently unlimited, right? So they don't subtract from your total boomerangs. Okay. All right. And so this is how that process works. You're going to come to iGoBoom. This is what iGoBoom looks like now. This is where they plug in the code. Okay. And based on the code, so let's suppose they plug in a driver code, they're going to go to this page. This is the driver page. And their information is actually going to already be in there because we now require you to plug in all of the information. Name, phone number, email. Okay. Somebody was complaining about that, but I want to tell you guys, that's for your protection. We are now into overdrive on trying to make sure that your customers stay connected to you. So it's really important that you give us their information because we're going to use those 3 points of data to match them to the current database, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. And also to make things easy and fast for the driver and for the customer so that when they download the app, as soon as they start putting their information, they'll see, oh, some of my setup is already done. Okay, so let's make sure that we do that. And then of course we encourage them to download the app, and we're already giving them a username and a password because we've already set up their account. All right. So this is why we need all of that info, everybody, to get people set up.
Yep. And one thing we did not mention, but might be mentioning, but I'll hit it now, is every ride will nourish a child.
That's right.
Every ride will nourish
You know
a
what?
child.
We need to add that to the other slide with the 5 ways.
Already did. Yeah.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about.
Already did.
Isn't he a beast? Let's give it up for Mark Kithcart. That's what I'm talking about. Let's give him a round of applause. That's what it. Okay.
Moving on.
Moving right along. Okie dokie. So to be a driver, so let's talk about just driving. All right. Some people don't want to do recruiting. They don't want to have anything to do with, the multi-level marketing part of it. They just want to drive and make money. Cool, no problem. If that's what you want to do, there is no fee to enroll. Okay. You just have to pay for your background check, which if you're in Florida is approximately $30. By the way, the price of the background check will vary based on the state. Okay. So this is why it's very important that we're only recruiting drivers in Florida who have a Florida driver's license. Okay. And you have to pay for your vehicle inspection, which can be approximately $30. I mean, I've seen it for 20, I've seen it for 25, I've seen it for 30. We are building a list. We are building a preferred locations list. And as soon as it's done, we will publish that. And if you're a driver, you're going to get an e-wallet, which with iPayout that we currently use, which works really well.
Yes.
And they will have next day access to their money. Okay. So I'm answering several questions on that one thing. Okay. All right, let's go. Moving on. Now, the next level up is Overdrive. Overdrive says, I want to be an entrepreneur with this, right? The Overdrive package is designed for people who want to drive and recruit. And I'm going to tell you, if you're an iBoomerang, what you need to do if you want to capitalize on this opportunity in a second. So stay tuned. All right. So Overdrive basically says that a person who's driving can now build their fleet by recruiting drivers. They can build their rider base by recruiting riders and get paid when those drivers drive and when those riders ride. They need to sign up in two places. The first thing they need to do is sign up as a driver, and they do that in the app. Okay. You guys hear me on that one? They do that in the app, and the app is available in the Google Play Store. The app is available in the Apple Store. The second thing they need to do is sign up for the Overdrive program, which is operated by iBoomerang, and they go to vibeoverdrive.com. Vibeoverdrive.com, which is a special iBoomerang enrollment page just for the Overdrive package. Okay. All right. So there you go for the Overdrive program, right? And Overdrive, it's $49.95 for their enrollment kit and $200 for their Overdrive pack, okay? And $99.95 a month subscription fee for their business. They get their background check for free. We're going to reimburse them. They got to pay for it up front. We're going to give them the money back. They get a vehicle inspection for free. Again, reimbursed, pay for it up front. You'll get the money back. They get to earn when they drive. It says 100 boomerangs, but remember, it's unlimited right now. They get their back office to manage their business, their fleet. And that pack has 100 CV associated with it that goes into the dual team. Okay. Now, as far as the monthly subscription is concerned, it's $99.95 a month. But once an Overdrive ambassador, and this applies to Overdrive ambassadors only. That's one of the questions I'm getting. Mm-hmm. If I'm a coach, business class or first, and I recruit 3 drivers, does mine go down to $49.95? No. But if you're an Overdrive, yes, it does. Okay. And that's because there's different economics associated with the Overdrive package. Okay. So I challenge you guys to be business people and understand that the economics are different for overdrive. And that's why we can do that for the overdrive ambassadors. Okay. All right, cool. Now, what if you are an existing iBoomerang ambassador and you want to drive? Great, fantastic. Sign up as a driver using the app. Okay, you'll need to pay for your background check. You need to pay for your vehicle inspection. And once you get through the process, you'll be able to drive and earn as a driver. Okay. What if you are an existing iBoomerang ambassador and you want to overdrive? Well, you don't need to do anything different. You're already in iBoomerang. Okay. If you're at standby, you can recruit drivers and riders and you'll earn the direct bonus, but you will not earn the override commission. Okay. If you are already at coach, at business class, or at first class, you can recruit drivers, you can recruit riders. You will not only get the direct bonus, but you will also get the override commissions. And all these drivers, any driver ambassadors, the ones who choose overdrive will show up in your tree. They'll show up in your binary. Okay. So just want to make sure that everybody is super clear on that. A lot of folks from iBoomerang wonder, what do they need to do? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to sign up for overdrive, but if you want to drive, you do need to sign up as a driver.
So everybody's been asking all these questions way ahead of when you're answering them. So he's answering your questions.
Yeah. Well, we said we were going to answer questions, so kind of hang on, folks. Yeah. So, and then just a quick little training on how to learn. One quick little training on how to learn. Instead of asking all these questions as we're going, which means that as you're typing and as you're dialoguing now back and forth, and as people are answering your questions possibly incorrectly, just pay attention. Yeah. Right. And let us get to the end. And if we don't answer your question, then you can submit your questions and then we'll answer it at some other time.
That's right.
Okay.
And the other thing too is we've got people coming, kind of going in and out, and they're asking questions that have already been answered. So what we encourage you to do is this will be up on YouTube later today, and it'll be on Facebook. So right after we finish, it processes and then it gets posted onto Facebook automatically, and you can go back and you can rewatch it.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
As a matter of fact, I encourage everybody to go back and rewatch it. And if somebody on your team has a question, encourage them to go watch Flight School.
There you go. Absolutely. Somebody said, we just can't contain the excitement. I know.
We get it.
We love you. We're not trying to throw cold water on it.
No.
But we do want to make sure you get the right answers.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
So just paga atención, por favor. All right.
What did you say?
Pay attention, please.
Okay.
Yes. All right. We love you guys too. We love you. Love you lots. Love you. Love. All right. Okay. Here we go. Vibe Overdrive ambassadors get a back office. It is an iBoomerang back office. It's slightly modified. It does not have iGo because they don't get an iGo account. They don't have iGo boomerangs in their widget because they don't have an iGo account. And they don't have iDecide for now. We are going to give them iDecide once we create the Vibe presentation, the Vibe iDecide presentation, which we're working on. Okay, so that is in the works. And somebody asked, will that be in English? Will it be in Spanish? The answer is yes. Oh, and by the way, someone's asking about QR codes. QR codes are super exciting. And we are going to be going heavy on QR codes. Okay, we need to develop that program fully. There's some technology that needs to be fine-tuned before we can start giving everyone QR codes. Also, the use of QR codes impacts the rules of the way boomerangs work. And so we need to tweak that as well. So give us a little bit and we will get those QR codes rocking for you. But we want everybody to have to be able to have unique QR codes that they can use to get travel customers, drivers, and riders. That's the way of the future. And we're going to make that happen for you. Okay, so the answer to that question is hang tight, stay tuned. It's coming, and use your boomerang codes for now. All right. All right. Somebody asked about upgrading. So obviously, if a Vibe Overdrive ambassador does not have iGo, once they find out and they really realize all the goodness, they're going to want it. And so we're going to make a way, doesn't exist right now, but we are going to make a way for them to upgrade to coach, business, or first class so that they can have the full iBoomerang opportunity. And truth be told, I would recommend if a person can grasp it, that's really the way that they should go. They should be doing coach, business class, or first so that they can have the full iBoomerang opportunity. But for those that say, no, I don't want to hear about that travel stuff. I don't really want to be that thing. I just want to drive. I want to recruit drivers. That's exciting to me. Okay, let them do overdrive. And then when they understand the rest of the opportunity, we'll make a way for them to transition. Okay. All right. We created a customer service for Vibe. It's a separate customer service. It's available 24/7. They're there to handle driver issues related to Vibe. They are there to handle rider issues related to Vibe. So we have 2 emails for that, support@viberides.com and driver support@viberides.com. And we have telephone support for Vibe. We just haven't put the number up yet because we know you guys can start calling it. So once we get these drivers through the enrollment process and we start to have drivers, we'll actually put that number up to be used for Vibe questions only. And I promise you, if you call this number with iBoomerang questions, you're going to be sorely disappointed because they can't answer them. All right. So make sure you tell your teams, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't clog up the line with iBoomerang questions. It's not going to work. All right. Another question people have.
Yep.
What about my existing iBoomerang customers? Here's what we're doing. We are in the process of going through that database of over 300,000 customers, identifying the ones that are in Florida, and the iBoomerang Prib will cross-promote Vibe Rides to those customers on your behalf. So you do not have to do anything to make your existing iBoomerang customers aware of Vibe Rides. Now, if you have a relationship with them, you certainly can. We're not stopping you, right? You certainly can if you want to. But otherwise, the Prib is going to go to work for you, okay? All right. What should I do if I'm not in Florida? Focus on iBoomerang. As a matter of fact, if you are in Florida, you should still focus on iBoomerang. What I want everyone to learn is addition, not subtraction, right? So if you're in Florida, what you don't want to do is say, okay, iBoomerang, okay, now Vibe, right, and push iBoomerang to the side. What you want to be doing is iBoomerang and adding Vibe to it. Yeah. If you are outside of Florida, you should be really focused on expanding your iBoomerang team. See, here's what Vibe Rides should mean to you outside of Florida. Oh my goodness, this thing is getting bigger. Vibe Rides and other opportunities are going to come to where I am, whether you're in the United States, in different cities and states, whether you're in different countries. We're going to be bringing, even your different countries, we're going to bring something to your country. And it might be something in your country that we don't do in the United States because it's just for you. But as we start to add things, the people with the biggest businesses are going to be the ones who win the most. The ones with the most customer getters are going to be the ones with the most customers. And when the Prib starts going to work and saying, hey, customers, we have this now, the people with the most customers are going to be the ones who have the biggest victories. So you want to focus. You want to keep it in context. You don't want to get sidetracked. You don't want to swing the pendulum. You want to make sure that you keep the main thing, and focus on iBoomerang.
Yeah.
All right.
So one thing I want to add to this. So we've a lot of talk about the Prib. This is the first vertical market that's come into the Prib.
Yep.
Okay. Next week, can we tell them? Next week on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, tell them all about it. Yes.
Yeah. So we've already evaluated and assessed other vertical markets. Okay. And some we've already decided this is going to be in the Prib. Okay? Vibe Rides is not the only one. So this is going to be, we're going to be stacking on the value, right? Hashtag stacking on the value. Renee Young. That's where we got that. And we're going to be stacking on the Prib. So we're going to be evaluating and looking at different vertical markets. And next Tuesday, we're going to have our first Shark Tank.
Our first iBoomerang Shark Tank.
First iBoomerang Shark Tank. And we've got 10 to 11, 11:30 to 12:30, 1 to 2, 2:30 to 3:30, 4 to 5. And that's
we may have a 5:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
Yep.
So we are evaluating multiple vertical markets, and it's exciting because the Parib is at work. Vibe Rides just happens to be the first vertical market that we launched. So I know that you guys, it's like, oh, Vibe Rides.
Yep.
Oh, over here. So keep building iBoomerang. Build iBoomerang. Build iBoomerang. Again, remember, travel is the front door.
Front door, people.
The front door. Once you get inside, we're going to help you. Marketing is going to support you.
Don't shut the front door.
Don't shut the front door. They can't get in then. You guys are trying to backdoor. You're trying to go to the back door, and the back door is not going to work. So with Vibe Ride. So just keep marketing and keep pushing iBoomerang and make sure that you're getting more ambassadors and more customers.
All right, absolutely. I mean, and this iBoomerang Shark Tank thing is super cool because, see, here's the thing. The world has heard about what we've done. I don't know if you guys realize it. December 11, just a few days ago, that makes us 9 months. 9 months. I mean, like, we're just born at this point, right? 9 months. So at 9 months, we have over 300,000 customers.
304,000.
304,000 to be exact as of today, who are not in the deal. Every company wants that kind of a sales force.
Yeah.
And so they just keep coming to us and they're like, we want to be the next iBoomerang vertical. We want to be the next iBoomerang vertical. And so we were doing these meetings in between our work and it was just getting to be too distracting and disruptive. And we were like, Holton, we need to just take one day a month and do this. And so literally Tuesday, like Mark said, is our first iBoomerang Shark Tank where Holton Bugs and Edwin Haynes and Mark Hithcart and myself and our team, we sit back and these companies are going to come and pitch us their ideas. And if we think it's great for you and we see an opportunity to save people money and give them a great service and to create a new opportunity, just another way for you to make money, then we'll put them on the list.
Awesome. Right?
But here's the thing. You can't like turn your head every time we introduce a new thing because you're going to get whiplash. All right. So you want right. So make sure you stay focused, everybody.
No
stay
whiplash.
Focused. No whiplash.
Hashtag
stay
no
focused.
whiplash.
Stay focused. All right. What else you got? You have some more slides?
I do.
Okay. Let's go back to your slides.
Let's go back to my slides.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Boom. No.
Hey,
Boom.
boom.
There we go.
Hey,
customer corner.
Customer corner. Yay. All right. We need a little jingle for that.
Customer corner. Customer corner.
Yeah, stop.
No,
we don't need a jingle for that.
All
Billy
right.
Joyner taking me and the kiddos on a pre-Christmas cruise. Used iGo for my transfers. I saved $4.
Boom.
Philly.
That's what I'm talking about.
$4. Awesome.
That's what
And
I'm
you
talking
earn
about.
100 rewards credit. So you know what? It's savings. Savings is the new earnings, as we
That's
say.
right.
Right on. Kate and Mike, chuffed to bits. I don't know what that means.
Chuffed
To bits.
with our,
Yeah.
maybe it
So
means
I
excited.
know-
Nobody knows what that means.
But it's provocative.
It gets the people going.
Okay. Quote for the day. But it looks like they're out of the UK.
Chuffed to bits.
Chuffed to bits with our iGo hotel booking for Accelerate on February 5th. 5 nights at the Marriott Marquis in Houston. Look at how much they saved. 784 pounds. And they got 863 rewards credits. Nice.
There's a lot good about this story.
Yeah.
You know what else is good about this story?
What's good about it?
They're coming to Accelerate.
They're coming to Accelerate.
They've already booked their hotel.
All the way from the UK.
All the way from the UK.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cheerio,
right.
Chuffed to bits.
Chuffed. Cheerio, chuffed. Okay, moving on. We're getting off track here. Nolene and Anita. We booked a 4-star hotel in Houston for 4 days in February. Where are they going?
Accelerate.
Whopping 952. Saved a whopping 952 in Aussie dollars.
No. They saved 993.
Oh. How is
Their reservation is $954.
Yeah.
They saved $993.
Those numbers are way off. All right.
Boom.
So saved $993 and got 690 rewards credits.
Love it.
What can they do with rewards credits, Mr. T. Gray?
Free travel.
Okay. All right. Patrice
Everywhere McRaven.
booked a trip to Universal Studios with the kids. Use the week stays option on iGo, and look at that.
She's
price.
staying the whole week.
$475. Hold on.
$475, which represents a saving of $512.
$70 a night.
Not even.
How about that? 67.
That's it.
There you go.
Mhm.
All right, Patrice. All right, Christine and Stephanie Lavoie.
Lavoie.
Yes,
I like that.
a nice 4-star hotel downtown Montreal. What did they get? $60 off.
They saved $60.
Save $60, $183.24 in Canadian dollars.
I'm working on my French. I don't know. Vous payez.
Yeah, vous
Yeah,
payez.
Yeah, that means you pay, I think.
Nombre de personas.
Yeah, your price.
Adultes. Okay, chambre. Okay, all right, moving on.
Your French sounds like Spanish.
Yeah, it does. Denise saved $57.01 on her hotel reservation for Dream Weekend.
Nice job, Denise.
Denise, excellent.
All right.
Moving on. Boom 100 Club.
100.
Bev.
Way to go, Bev. Bev is in the Boom 100 Club.
Yeah, she's in the Boom 100, and she's also traveling up in Salt Lake.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyway, so Robin, Elena, Nikita,
so
Shannon,
consistent.
Shannon Gibbs. He was there down in at Dream Weekend.
He sure
nice
was.
job, Shannon.
All right.
Miriam, Derek, and Oria, and Gloriella. All right, Boom 200. Patrice.
Look at
you.
that. Patrice is on it.
You're showing up everywhere, aren't you?
And she's
And
on the
Laura.
200. And
And
Laura. What's
Laura.
up, Laura Johnson?
Nice. Boom 500 Club, Lois and DDA Coffee.
Way to go.
Yes.
Way to go.
Awesome.
Super consistent. I love
Good
it.
stuff. And okay, so hold on. We got to show the recap video.
Yeah. Okay. So we can show
Yeah.
so Dream Weekend. Everybody's so excited. Guess
Yeah.
what? We got a video.
Yeah.
We'll show it to you right now.
Dude, this video.
So cool. Here we
So
go.
cool.
Here we go.
What you see is real. What you don't see is almost unimaginable.
I'm going to be a diamond. If you believe it, if you live it, if you ingest it, you will do it.
It's a lie. Unintentional, but yet it's a lie. So I decided I don't want to lie. I don't want to stand on stage and tell something that I know is not true. I want to fix it. That's the problem. We've been telling people residual income. You can have it. You can have freedom. It doesn't exist. The statement is not bad, but the solution to make the statement true hadn't existed. I made it a quest for my life to say, let me make this statement true. When you want to be able to snap your fingers and be able to get from where you are to where you want to go. That's my truth.
Choose your life, ride for the night, feeling inside. I'm living my life on the road. I just go. I might go shopping, I just might go home. Hop in a whip and I'm all in my zone. Know that it came from a touch of a phone. No, we just different, you can't make a clone.
Everybody is eyeing the Vibe Ride Mobile. Very first Vibe Ride pickup ever. Hopefully she gives a real big tip.
Got a whole lot of race. Got a whole lot of race. Choose your right.
All right. Yeah. I like that. You can crank that up some right there. Give me some volume on that.
Hey, well, my be thinking we soft. We don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
In the lovely Miami, man, about to have dinner on a seafarer, beautiful yacht.
And the beauty of humans is that you can do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And there's no limitation or capacity on the level of expansion that you can have.
That's how you do it right here.
To become someone new.
We got a dream. We're going to see this dream through.
Wow, that took me
cool.
back.
So
It took me
cool.
back. It was so amazing.
That video was all over too. It's
Yeah.
it's on Facebook. It's in the header. It's on YouTube. So
amazing.
watch it.
You know what, folks?
And it's on iBoom Hub.
Oh man, awesome. Yeah, taking downloaders from there.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Hey, you know what, guys? I just gotta say this. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now, iBoomerang events, every event that we do is going to be just mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be there. Don't skip any. You know, don't be the person who waits to buy a ticket. You got to go. And also for those of you who've been to an event already, make sure that you are just sharing from the heart to your new people on your team about why they need to be there. Don't be shy about telling them they need to be there. Sometimes people say, well, you know, they just paid $1,000 to join. I don't really want to push them. You know what, guys, you're doing them a disservice. You're doing them a disservice. I mean, look at that event. The people who came out of that event are fired up. The people who came out of the Vegas event are fired up. The people who come out of the I Decide event that we did in Mexico, fired up. Don't you want people to have the energy boost that they need to be successful? They've got to be at the events. Make sure you don't hold that back from them.
Yeah. People are chatting it up here. It gets bigger and bigger. First class, everything. You gotta go. Sharita Hill says you gotta go. Drenna, so proud to be in the Boom family. Regina, awesome. Looking forward to Houston in Feb. Yes, we are fired up.
Yvette says, I'm so happy that I pushed to be there even though I'm new. See, new people, they got to be there. It's what gives them, the belief. So folks, definitely you want to make sure that you do that.
So on that note. Yes, that's it.
That's the one?
Yep, that's it. Let's move forward. Accelerate.
Okay,
so is Accelerate going to be big?
It's going to be humongous.
It is going to be epic.
It's going to be boomified. Boomalicious. Boomtastic.
All right. Any other booms?
I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, trying to think of one. All right. So it's in February, 22nd and 23rd at the George R. Brown Convention Center. And we're going to have not only the launch of Vibe Rides in Texas, but we're also going to have some other verticals that we will be launching. So
yes,
you need to be there. And again, they keep getting bigger and bigger.
And if you thought the launch of Vibe Rides in Miami was big, wait till you see how we launch Vibe Rides in Texas. Because you know what? You know what they say about Texas? Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
Yeehaw. So watch how we do it in Texas. You guys got to be there for that. And by the way, let me give folks a little bit of advice because I know people are trying to book travel and stuff. Mm-hmm. We have not set the full schedule for this event yet, but let me give you some tips that'll keep you from getting yourself in a position where you got to change flights and stuff. So what we gave you here was February 21 to 23. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? I highly recommend that if you can, that you get in on Thursday night, the 20th. Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. That way you're here and you're in position for whatever is going to take place on Friday. Mm-hmm. Okay, you don't want to miss that because I can tell you right now, we're starting to have some real plans formulate for what we're going to do on Friday. All right, and then I would also recommend that you, if you can, that you don't leave until Monday the 24th, mm-hmm. because that way, if we do anything, let's say we throw a party on Sunday the 23rd. At the evening, you're not saying, oh, I can't go because I got to catch my flight, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can, day before, day after is a good policy when it comes to our events.
Yep. And you know what? I need to read this. It's Shea Marie. I think her name is Shalonda. Vegas, Vision in Vegas, iBoomerang event changed my life.
Yes.
As long as I am a part of iBoomerang, my team and myself will always be at the events. Hashtag Texas, hashtag Shalonda. And you know what, Shalonda? You said something that was super critical. There's some words in there that are really important. And that is, you're not only going, but you're bringing your team. And that is critical. So I'll never forget, you know, when we were building and we were growing, the person who had the biggest team at the event were the ones that came out of it with the most momentum.
That's
came
right.
out of it, knocking it out of the park. Changed the most pins the next month too.
That's right.
And so if you guys are, you know, going to be there, it's not enough for you to be there. You have to have your team there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. So the price, $179. So it's regular $299. So, you know, let me just ask this. So you guys were at Vision in Vegas, and you know how we do events. Do you think $179 is a low price for this event? I can answer that. It is.
It is.
There's no way that you'll ever attend an event like this at the production quality and at the level we're doing it for $179.
Absolutely.
No way. I see people out there paying like thousands of dollars to go to some of these events that other people are putting on, and they're nowhere near what we're putting on. So
That's
look at
right.
this. Look at this. Extremely low. Ridiculously low. Agreed. It's a bargain. Ridiculously low. A bargain. So
Right.
awesome. So good stuff. You know what? I just want to do this.
No. I'm going to write a children's book, and I'm going to call it The Reluctant Tunicorn.
And then at the end, the reluctant tunicorn embraces the inner tunicorn and finally embraces it.
All right. Enough.
Are we good?
Yes. All righty. Hey, everybody. We enjoyed Flight School today. We hope that you did too. We spent some good time together. We announced our winners. We went over some details on Vibe. We celebrated our dream weekend. We celebrated our people who are doing the right thing. And we encouraged everybody to stay focused.
Yes.
On your iBoomerang business. We love you. We'll see you next Saturday on Flight School again. Boom. Oh, boom. I thought we took it down. I forgot. I got excited. Okay.